Hello students, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about structures in C programming. So, so far we have discussed about arrays. Array is a collection of uh, similar data type variables. Array is a collection of similar data type variables. So we can specify the size of the array and a collection of variables will be created. In this video, I'm going to discuss about structures, which is one of the important thing in your C programming, where structure is a collection of different data type variables grouped under a common name. Structure has laid the foundation for classes and objects in your C++ programming. So structure is very important. Uh, Whenever you want to develop a project, structure is very important. And whenever you are learning the data type concepts, at the data structure concept, at that time also structure is very important. So the introduction goes like this: arrays can store many values of same data type. So whenever you are declaring an array, for example, if it is an integer array, a collection of integer array will be created. Whenever I declare a floating point array, a collection of floating point variables will be created. Character array means a collection of character array will be created. But structure is a collection of different data type variables. So if I declare a structure, the structure can have different data type variables and everything will be grouped under a single name. That is called as the name of the structure. And what is the advantage of the structure? How do we use the structure? That we'll see in the upcoming slides. So whatever variables I'm going to declare inside the structure are called as structure members or member of the structure. So structure separately I have to declare in the program, and then that structure will have structure members, and that can be only accessed through structure variable. So I have to declare another variable called structure variable. Through that structure variable only I can access the members of the structure. Let's see how to declare a structure. So structures can be declared like this: struct structure name, then open curly brace and close curly brace, ends with a semicolon. The semicolon is very important, don't miss it. And then different data type variables can be specified over here. So struct is a keyword, student is a structure name, you can give any name, and whatever variables you want to declare inside the structure, that can be declared. So here I have declared three variables: name of the student, ration number of the student, CGPA of the student. So I want to give a case here. Generally, if I want to store student details, student detail will have name, ration number, CGPA. So if I want to store name, ration number, CGPA of a single student, then these three variables are enough. If I want to store the name, ration number, CGPA of 5 students, then I need 5 name variables, I need 5 ration number variables, I need 5 CGPA variables. So I can declare that if the student has, if the number of students or 50 or 100, then it is impossible for us to use declare that those many number of variables. It is wastage of memory. So everything, what are the common attributes for a student that can be grouped under a structure? So this program I'm writing for a student. So what are the details I have to specify for a student? That is name, ration number and CGPA. So everything I have grouped under a common name called student. So in this structure, my structure name is student and the members are name, ration number, CGPA. So once it is declared inside a structure, it is called as members. So we have name as a member, ration number as a member, CGPA as a member, and it ends with a semicolon. Let's see how do we access a structure member. Structure members can be accessed only through the structure variable. It cannot be accessed through anywhere. It cannot be accessed, it is protected. It can be accessed only through the structure variable. How do we declare a structure variable? So if you are declaring a structure like this, struct student and the members you are declaring, and structure variable can be declared at the end of the structure. After the closing curly brace, I can specify the structure variable name S1, S2, S3, or any different name you can give. You can give student 1, student 2, any different name can be given for a structure variable. There is another way also to create a structure variable. Here before the main function I have to define the structure, struct student, int ration number, these are the members, and then inside my main function I have to declare the structure members in this way, a structure variable in this way: struct, that is a keyword, struct name, that is the structure name, and then student, then S1, S2, whatever number of variables you want to declare, that can be declared. So only these variables, only through these variables I can access the member of the structure. So S1 is a structure variable. Through S1 I can access ration number CGPA. Through S2 I can access ration number CGPA. So it will create instances of the structure member. Let's see a program, then we will get more idea about the structure. So here in this program I have created a structure called student. So struct is the keyword, student is the structure name. I've declared a very members, three members are there: name, ration number, CGPA. Name is an array of size 50, and here comes my structure variable. So struct student S1, S2. So in this program I want to store the address of two students. So S1 will hold the values of the first student, S2 will hold the values of the second student. So enter the name S1 dot name. So normally how do we access a variable? We'll just access a variable as percentages comma name. But here name is available inside the structure. It is not normal variable, it is a variable inside the structure. So right now it is called as a member of the structure. How do we access the member of the structure? The member of the structure can be accessed only through the structure variable. What is the structure variable? Structure variable is S1 dot, we are using dot operator to access the structure, S1 dot name. Then if I want to access ration number, S1 dot ration number, CGPA S1 dot CGPA. This is for the first student. If I have to get the details for the second student, same thing I have to write S2 dot name, S2 dot ration number, S2 dot CGPA. So if three students, S3, S4, S5, any number of students can be given. So for each and every student, we have to use different student structure variables. Through that variables we have to access it. So in this program we have declared two structure variables, but I am using only one structure variable to access, get the values, and then I'm printing the values here. So in the normal variable, we'll just use the name, ration number, CGPA. We won't use this. But in this structure variable, the only difference is we just need to use that structure variable with the dot operator. S1 dot name, S1 dot ration number, S1 dot CGPA. And while printing also, we have to use S1 dot name, S1 dot ration number, S1 dot CGPA. So you will get this output. While running this program, you will get this output. So enter the name, John. So that will be stored in S1 dot name. And 105 is a ration number, that will be stored in S1 dot ration number. Enter the CGPA 8.5, that will be stored in S1 dot CGPA. So S1 is a specific memory location will be created for S1, and these variables copy will be there for S1, and in that memory location these values will be stored. If I have access S2 also, S2 will also have a different memory location, and in that different memory location, if I am storing let's say Sam 106 as a ration number and 9 as a CGPA, and that will be stored in different memory location. So we can access both the details with a specific structure variable. So this is how we are using a structure variable. So this is useful whenever you are going to program for a number of students or number of employees, or storing a mobile details of a number of mobile details. Whenever you are going to do a program for number of users, so then we are going to use this kind of structure. Array of structure. So there is a it is possible to create array of structure array of structure variables. So what is advantages of array? We already know that. So if in case if I have to declare 5 students, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, I'll create 5 variables. If it is 50 students, I can't declare S1 to S50. Instead of that, I can just create array of structures. So that's what mentioned here, nothing else. So the same structure student, and then the same variables. Then here I'm declaring n. N is for the number of students I want to get, and based on the size of the input, I'm going to create the structure variables. So here I is a variable for this for loop. So printf enter the number of students, scanf %d ampersand n, and struct student sn. This is creating the structure variable. So struct student s of n. So s of, if the user has entered 10, so 10 structure variables will be created. S1, S2, S3, S of 0, S of 1, S of 2, up to S of 9. If the user has entered 5, then S of 5 will be created. That means S of 0, S of 0 to S of 4. So those many variables will be created, 5 variables will be created. So for that we are using this, and this can also be accessed just like a normal array variable. So in this case, in this program, I'm just getting the input from the user for all the variables. For example, here name and registration number, I just mentioned these two. So s of I dot name, s of I dot registration number. So I is iterating from 0. So s of 0 dot name, s of 0 dot registration number, s of 0 dot cgpa. So the first student detail will be stored in s of 0. The second student details will be stored in s of 1, s of 1 dot name, s of 1 dot registration number. The same way we can access it also. We can access it through the same way by using another for loop, and we can use it, use printf statement for that. So this is how we can use array of structures. So next one is pointer to structure. So it is possible to access structure through pointers. So in the previous video we discussed about a pointer. We know what is a pointer. Pointer means pointer will hold the address of another variable. So here we are having structures, so we can create a pointer for the structure. We can create a pointer for the structure, and through the pointers we can access the structure members. So we discussed something about the pointer features. The pointer will speed up the execution process. Whenever you're using pointer will speed up the execution process, so that we can, instead of declaring a structure variable like this, I can declare a structure pointer. So let's see how to declare a structure pointer and how do we access it. And structure members can be accessed through a structure pointer with this arrow operator. So in the previous one, if it is a normal structure variable s1 s2, then we are using dot operator here, s1 dot name, s1 dot registration number. So dot operator is being used to access the structure members. In case if it is a structure pointer, then we have to use this arrow operator. Arrow operator is nothing but a hyphen and the greater than symbol. Hyphen and greater than symbol together is called as an arrow operator. So let's see a program. How do we access this one? Access a structure member. So in this structure, struct is the keyword, person is the structure name. So you can declare any name. Struct is a keyword, person is the structure name. I have given two members here, int age, float weight. So two variables are declared here. The variables declared inside the structure are called as members, and then this structure pointer is created here. There is a structure pointer and then the structure variable. So both are created. So struct person, person is a structure name, person ptr. So person ptr star person ptr means it's a structure pointer. Person 1 is the variable, structure variable. So here I'm just accessing, storing the address of this person 1. We know pointer can hold the address of another variable. So this structure pointer is going to hold the address of a structure pointer variable, structure variable. So ampersand person 1, and the address of this person 1 will be stored in this structure pointer. Then I'm going to access it. Just like the regular variable, I'm going to access it. But only thing is, this instead of dot operator, I have to use this arrow operator. So enter age, then scan of percentage %d, ampersand person ptr. Instead of dot operator, arrow operator, hyphen and greater than symbol, age. The next one, weight I'm getting, and while displaying also the same way, ptr, person ptr, hyphen age and hyphen weight. So that's all about this structure. Structure is very important. We have to refer more programs about structure, and structure, by using structure you can develop more projects, and for bigger applications we can use structures. Thank you.